Hi guys. In today's lesson, we're going to work on creating rectangles or squares. They both use the same tag, which will be rect, R-E-C-T, to help us create these shapes. So let's get started. And the first thing I'm going to do here, or what we're going to do here, we are going to uh, spell out the word hi, like hi mom or something to that extent. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to, while looking here at my canvas, I'm just going to create like the word hi and the letter I right here. Okay, so we're going to need here for the letter H, I'm going to need 3 rectangles. So my first rectangle, I'm going to create, and then I'm going to explain this here to you. So I'm going to type in the tag rect, R-E-C-T, and then I'm going to put in my parentheses. Now, my first rectangle, I'm going to start about 50 pixels in here. Now, whenever creating a rectangle or a square, all measurements start from the top left corner. So I want this rectangle to start about 50 pixels in. So I'm going to type in 50. And I'm going to come down about 100 pixels. That'll make it nice and easy. I'm going to make it 50 pixels wide and maybe 200 pixels long in length. And there you go. There's my first rectangle. Again, everything started from this top left corner. It came in 50 pixels from the left-hand side or the x-axis. I came down 100 pixels from the top or along the y-axis. It is 50 pixels wide, and it is 200 pixels in length. Okay, now let's add a second rectangle for the other side of the H. All right, so I'm going to, again, type in my tag rect. And on this one, again, instead of using 50, maybe I'm going to come in to 150. So I'm going to come over 150 pixels. We'll start right about there. Again, I'm going to come down 100 pixels. It's going to be 50 pixels wide again, and it's going to be 200 pixels in length. And there's my second H. Notice they're symmetrical. The only difference for this second one is the distance I came in along my x-axis. And that, again, is that first number. Notice all the other numbers are the exact same. It is symmetrical, or 2 parallel lines. Okay, now for my third rectangle, or this one may even come out as a square, depending on how you choose to make this. We're going to connect these two rectangles. Okay, so again, I'm going to need a rectangle. And for this one, notice since I want to start it right here, okay, what you're going to notice, this one should start at, let's take a look here. So I have a 50, I came in 50 to get to here, to this point, and then my width of my rectangle is 50 pixels too. So 50 plus another 50 would be 100. So that's where I'm going to start this rectangle. I'm going to start it at 100. And let's say, how far down do I want to go? Well, I know the tops of these started at 200. This is all the way down here at 300 because they're in length that far. So let's say I'm going to place it right in the middle, and I will use 200 here. And how wide do I need it? Well, how far apart are these? Mathematically, you could figure this out, but as most of you guys could probably tell, mathematically, we have 50 to here. That's 100, and that's where this one started at 150. So let's try it at 50. We'll adjust it through our number scrubber. And how long I'm going to put it as 50. So this one is going to turn up as a square, as you can see, because the last two numbers are the exact same size. So they're 50 and 50. So I look at this and I'm like, well, it's a little bit low. So I'm going to bring it up instead of 200. Maybe we'll bring it up here to maybe 175. And there you go. You can see that this is nice and neat. It connected right there to both sides at 100. There we go. And it is a nice looking H here for us. Now I'm going to place an I right alongside of it. So let's do that. I'm going to add another rectangle. And this one I'm going to bring in, I'm trying to get rid of these no-nos here for you guys. I'm going to bring it in probably about, let's say 225. See if that looks good. And I'm going to keep these symmetrical here, or somewhat symmetrical, I should say. So I'm going to go with 225. I'm going to start it not at 100 pixels down. I'm going to start at about, let's say, 150 pixels down. And I will make it 50 pixels wide. And let's say this one should be about, there we go. Now, again, I kind of did not want to make these exact because I want you guys to use your number scrubber to place these in exact locations. So this one I'm going to bring down here to, as you can see, about 100. And that should fit it perfectly. There you go. And that should be fine with my base of my letter I. Now, last thing here, I just need to tap this off of the another rectangle or a square, I should say. So I'm going to type in my rect here again. And I'm going to come in 225 pixels because that's where I set this right-hand corner. Now, instead of coming down 200 like I did for this one to get to this point, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Maybe, let's say 270, excuse me, maybe like 125, somewhere right around there, 150. We'll try 125 and then slide it down into place. Again, I'll use 50 pixels wide, and I'm going to cap it off with a 50, so it's going to be a square. And there you can see I have a nice, neat high coded out here. So again, hopefully this helps out. Remember, a lot of these numbers, if you don't want to use your number scrubber, you could just do some simple math, some simple adding and subtracting to find exactly how you could place these in the exact location that you like. Let's give this a try here with using some rectangles or the tag rect to create rectangles and also squares. So hopefully this helps out. Let me know if you need further assistance, and we will continue from there. Take care.